black Chevy 4-door car.
What do you say, everybody? This is Steve out here live, and we are on 23 South here in Circleville, Pickaway County, right across from the Sunoco gas station and Logan Elm Village, where a semi-trailer completely engulfed in flames.
$200 to call.
And it's melting.
Okay.
It's got some crackling and popping going on there inside the trailer. I'm not sure exactly what this driver was hauling. You can see there's looks to be 2 tires from the semi truck laying out in the middle of 23 out there, still burning. And this semi trailer is fully engulfed. We've got traffic driving around the little side road here by Racks and White Castle. I honestly can't tell you what company it is. It's a Staples trailer is what it is. It's a Staples company. The semi-tractor is actually over here. He got away from the trailer, which is a great thing. But you can see here, this trailer, the fire department hasn't made it on scene yet. The only people I see as far as emergency vehicles is the Pickaway County Sheriff, I believe, is here on scene. And I'm sure you guys can hear the popping and cracking. Of course, I don't know what this guy's hauling, but I hope it's not gas that close to that fire. There goes another sheriff. Yes, the driver's okay. He got away. He pulled the tractor away from the trailer. So this is just the trailer, just a semi-trailer on fire. So this is 23 southbound, and it is right here at Logan Elm Village. You got White Castle, Logan Elm Village across the way. I apologize for the drivers going by here blocking the scene. I'm actually about 45 yards away from this trailer, and I can feel the heat. This is, I mean, it is super hot, and the trailer's just melting. The truck's not here. The truck, the actual cab, the semi truck is parked right there in front of White Castle. He pulled away from the trailer once he realized what had happened. Yes, everybody's outside. The driver is out. Everything's good with the driver. This is just the semi trailer. It's fully engulfed down here on 23 southbound. And you can see, I don't know what is inside that trailer, but it's like, I mean, it is pouring off of it like it's liquid fire. Yeah, I love a White Castle too. But we've got the Pickaway County Sheriffs down through here. Sure, you can hear that in the background. Here comes the fire department. When they get here, they'll make short work of this mess. Yeah, the driver was very smart. Like I said, there's two tires. I don't know if you can see those through the camera or not, being that it's a little dark, but those are tires out there on 23 that are way away from the trailer, and they're burning. Stephanie, I don't want to speculate on what caused this fire. It could have been a number of things. The good thing is the driver is safe. The semi-tractor is safe. It's over there, parked out of the way. We've got fire departments on the scene now. City of Circleville Fire Department just went by. And the embers, I'm guessing maybe paper or something is floating out of that trailer and heading over towards Logan Elm Village. I'm sure it'll go out with all the snowflakes falling before it gets to somebody's house. So there's our fire department, Circleville Fire Department, hard at work getting unloaded, ready to put this flame out. It's on 23 right in front of Logan Elm Village, southbound 23. Front of Logan Elm Village, White Castle, got a Shell gas station right here. It's right at the intersection right here. There's the stop sign, White Castle. Semi-trailer on fire. And we'll sit here for a few more minutes and watch the firefighters hit it with the hose. So the trailer itself is almost gone. It's literally melted to practically nothing. The walls are gone. The trailer is burnt to the ground. But I do believe everybody is safe. Hey. Truck drivers out.
Want me balance? It'll be all right.
I'm freezing.
Hey guys, I'm taking over here for a second. I'm going to throw this in my balancer, so we're going to be a little wiggly. All right, guys, we are back. Go warm up for a second if you want. So, yeah, this call came in about 20 minutes ago. The trailer, like I said. Oh, I hear it popping. It's pretty crazy. So the semi got detached from it and pulled away, and the truck driver is safe. So this area, yes, yeah, they've shut down this area, but the good thing is in this area you can kind of kick them around and stuff. They have a good area around the semi-trailer that is shut down just for precautionary, you know, for explosions, all that such. Because this kind of fire, you know, it doesn't just get put out by water really easily. So they have to use foam, they have to use different things to attack a fire like this. Somebody said they need to put it out so the driver can make his delivery on time.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work tonight.
So, I got stuck by the train. So didn't the fire department. Circleville Fire Department had to go around me because I was stuck by the train to get down here. Steve was lives on the south end of town, so he was able to get here faster. I appreciate Steve tonight. So we get to see this. Tilt the camera down. How's that?
And the 2 tires are still out there.
Yeah, I know. Do you guys see the 2 tires right out there?
They're still burning.
How'd they get out there? They pop. Did they pop off?
Popped off the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah. They say they can only see the top of the fire.
I don't know why.
You want to check it on my phone? All right. Hold on a second. Let's check that on my phone. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this area of 23 is shut down. This is on the southbound side of 23, but they have northbound shut down too. I think the two tires over there on the left-hand side are actually on 23 North. So it's putting quite a bit of smoke out there into Logan Elm Village. So if you live in Logan Elm Village, you probably are smelling this right now. Whatever they're hitting inside that trailer, it's definitely cooking up pretty good. Yeah, we got reports from multiple people about 15 minutes ago of multiple explosions out here. So I don't know what the multiple explosions were. Like I said, that the trailer, this is only a trailer. The semi was able to get off of the trailer, and it's parked. Hold on a second. It's parked over here. As you can see, it's right there. That's the trailer. That was the truck that was attached to the trailer. So. Yeah, go. If you're having problems with the video, there is a Facebook glitch. So. Go back out and then come back in, and it should fix itself. We had to reorient the camera really quick. When I got here, Steve was doing this freehand, and I had a balancer, so I had to put it in the balancer, and when I did that, it kind of jostled the camera, and sometimes that'll do a Facebook glitch where you can't quite see everything. So when you got here, Steve, was there fire crew on scene already? No?
No, just the sheriff. One sheriff sitting right there, and then the other one showed up sometime later. But that doesn't look like a sheriff. That might be South Bloomfield.
Gotcha.
See that over there?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's not a sheriff. So the sheriff showed up first here. The trailer was fully engulfed at that point, and then some minutes later the fire department started showing up, but by that time the trailer had already melted down to practically nothing.
Right. Lee, you said there was 5 explosions 3 minutes apart, huh? Did you hear any explosions when you got here?
I didn't. No, I mean there were little pops, but not like full-fledged explosions. And I'd say if it was a Staples trailer, it probably had a bunch of office stuff in it, inks and stuff like that may have been.
Gotcha. So, like I said, 23 is pretty shut down right now. Southbound is being shut down, and northbound is being kind of rerouted. They're coming through here on this side of White Castle. It's both southbound and northbound 23. I'm gonna cross over so since there's gonna be traffic. Yeah, we're a little bit off-centered here. It was kind of a quick situation. So hold the base of that. That might be a little bit better for you guys. Tires are still burning out here. 2 tires, look at that. So both northbound and southbound 23 are shut down currently for this. They are rerouting a little bit through the service road that White Castle and stuff is on. There's a little bit of going on there. So the driver actually unhooked from the trailer, and his trailer's parked over here, and he's fine. His tractor is over here. So that's the tractor right there. So it was only the trailer that caught fire. Yeah, it went up fast, huh, Steve?
Yeah, it was a pretty fast moving fire. When I got here, it was right towards the nose, and by the time I got hooked up and everything, it had already made it halfway down.
So where did the fire start, you think?
And it was in the nose of the trailer up towards the front end where the
gotcha
landing gear.
So Steve was here actually before the fire department. Steve lives here on the south end side, and he said that the fire actually was heavy on the front end when he got here. So yeah, they're doing great. They're kind of containing the fire. They probably can't put it out completely. Boy, it's letting off a lot of smoke. Look at all that smoke. So Logan Elm Village, you'll be smelling this all night, I'm sure.
Good thing is you won't have no problem with mosquitoes.
Yeah, no yeah, no problem with mosquitoes. You're getting fogged. Yeah, woke you up from a sound sleep, huh? Must have been pretty loud. Yeah, no harm to the driver. That's the best thing. So we have Pickaway Township here and Circleville here. We have Pickaway Sheriff here. There's 2 of the good-looking gentlemen right there. We're live, so don't say anything bad. That's crazy, huh? That livened up your light. You guys weren't doing anything. I haven't heard anything from you guys all night. What's going on, buddy?
Last 3 hours been pretty nice.
So whose vehicle's up there?
Some security company.
Some security company. Yeah, 'cause we looked at it. It looked almost like South Bloomfield's
That's
car.
what I thought it was when I first pulled in, because they were back here with me.
Yep.
And then once the tires blew up and across the road, he run down there and blocked that off.
Well, that was nice of him. Yeah, helped out like that. The tires shot out there pretty good, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
The tires are still on fire out there, guys. We got... So they look like they got it pretty under control now. This has been like the 3rd or 4th trailer fire in the last couple of weeks. Not in here, but there was 2 in Lancaster. And
So I thought there was Pike had one, didn't they?
yeah, I think so too. Was it Swift?
No, it wasn't Swift.
Yeah, you go straight on through.
It was not Swift, guys. We got. It looks like we got Harrison fire coming now. Yep, Harrison fire is here now for extra manpower. So this will definitely, guys, shut down this area of 23 for a while, because they'll you know, once the fire gets out, then they'll have to do cleanup, and it doesn't, and it always takes a long time to clean one of these up, because it's not like you can just pick up a whole burnt trailer stuff. It's still going up there at the front. There must have been something flammable up there.
Well, that's where I was seeing most of the flames when I showed up, was up towards the nose of the trailer.
Right.
And that's why it's probably still burning. There's something up there. Might have been that popping we were hearing.
Right.
But yeah, that trailer's literally got so hot that it melted. Now the frame is laying on the pavement. So you're not going to be able to just put that on a tow truck and take off.
Right.
It'll probably have to be
cut up,
dragged up in pieces, yeah.
And they got to wait for it to cool off first.
Oh, yeah.
So 23 will be down probably a majority of the night tonight, probably until maybe morning traffic it'll be open. So a lot of people aren't going to work tomorrow anyway, right?
Yeah, it's only Monday. Everybody goes to work on Mondays.
Well, it's Martin Luther King Day. Don't a lot of people get it off?
Government people.
Debris everywhere. Are you in Logan Elm Village?
Yeah, that was that paper stuff that I saw floating through the air on fire. They're going to get a lot of ashes and stuff over in that area.
Right. So Harrison Township's here. So now you got the trifecta.
Pickaway, Circleville, and Harrison.
So people said that they heard 5 different explosions from this.
And it's possible. I mean, I was about 5 minutes after it all started, so it very well could have. And I'm sure.
How did that happen, Eric? We're not 100% sure. Obviously, what we do know is that the truck driver was able to drop it and unhook it, so he must have noticed it being on fire, because he unhooked his trailer. His truck is over here, as you can see. So he got away. You know, no one was hurt. So, but he was able to drop it right there on the road and get away from it. So, I'm guessing it was something that happened while he was driving. Steve says he got here before the fire department did, and he said that the fire was in the front section, and it wasn't even in the back section yet, right?
No, it could have been. That's what I'm saying. What I was seeing was the flame shooting out the front, the nose of the trailer, but that doesn't mean the back wasn't on fire.
Right.
That's just what I could see when I pulled up, because the flames, I mean, when we go back and review the video, the flames were shooting up, 40, 50 foot.
I agree, Brian. That's a smart play on the driver. He saved him, if he's an owner-operator, or his company, $100,000 truck. So I couldn't imagine unhooking a trailer that was on fire, though. That'd be quite the thing. So traffic going northbound is pretty backed up in this area. So I don't think a lot of people are traveling right now. But
it's backed up well past Tarleton Road back there. So the northbound traffic's at a dead standstill.
Yeah.
Southbound is still down.
Tire over here is still on fire.
Yeah, the tire's still on, both of them.
Yeah, it's snowing. I don't think it's helping, though. You want to take over for a second? Okay. So Harrison just got here, and they're going to be here for mostly for manpower and stuff. These guys have been fighting this fire now for a little bit. They're all in Scott Air Packs and running around this fire. So.
And it's 15 degrees out here.
Right,
well,
and it's 15 degrees out here. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Box 65 show up here in a little bit, just to warm these guys up. I don't know if that's Box 65. That looks like the grass truck. Probably to put out those tire fires.
Yeah, it could be.
So. Yeah. Like I said, look at that smoke, guys. That smoke's been billowing into
got flames shooting off top corner.
Yeah, Logan Elm Village for a little while. I'm sure some of those residents are definitely smelling that.
Well, they're putting out about the tires.
Yeah, I got the tire. Those tires will burn. Yeah, the driver had common sense. Absolutely, he knew what to do. I don't know how he, if he unhooked everything while it was on fire, or how he unhooked it. But if he just dropped his fifth wheel and just rolled off of it and pulled his tubes and everything, I don't know. I haven't a clue. White Castle, I don't even know if they're open right now.
They're not open.
So nobody's open down here.
Yeah.
You can smell it inside the house, Daniel? I can imagine you can. Because all that smoke, it's not really rising. It's just been coming right into Logan Elm Village. So if I can get a zoom in here, I might be able. I'm starting to see a little bit of the product in there that is burning. So this might get a little pixelated, guys. I'm gonna get as close as I can. You can kind of see with the items that are burning inside there still.
Too much steam coming off of it.
Yeah, it was blowing for a second there. I could kind of see something in there, but not exactly sure. Stoutsville's on their way too. That's what you're saying on the scanner.
Yep. I hear him. And then, you know, the driver was also smart enough that he pulled over into the turn lane. He's not in the actual southbound lanes. He's in the turn lane to make that exit right there.
Yeah, so he pulled way over to try and get as far over as he could.
Yep.
Oh, so that was a really good driver.
So he was heads up on his move. That was nice.
He didn't have a hot head.
Right. Just a hot trailer.
Right. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine, like, looking in your rear view, driving down the road, and all of a sudden your trailer's literally on fire. And you're pulling over and having the common sense to pull over into the turn lane, because he's in the turn lane here. That's what Steve just pointed out. He pulled into the turn lane, dropped the feet on the trailer, you know, unhooked his fifth wheel, and pulled away. I mean, that's a smart truck driver right there. Well, Wendy, we are down here. We're 23 southbound by the White Castle, just outside of Circleville. We're in Pickaway County by Logan Elm Village. Yes, there's been, you're very right, Vicky. There's been several trailer fires. There was 2 in Lancaster, I think, last week or last 2 weeks. There's been 2, and I was talking to the sheriff, and he believes that there was one maybe in Pike County last week. Yep, right now you have 3 different fire department companies here. You have Pickaway, which is a main responder to this fire. Then we have Circleville came in, and Harrison is here so far.
And then who was that just showed up? Was that?
I think it was just a grass fire from Pickaway. You mean the little truck?
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah, I think it's just a Pickaway truck. It's there because they have a mobile grass truck, and I think that's what that is.
It's still here, kind of popping. It's still got flames inside.
Yeah, you can still see flames inside. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right in the center of that trailer, you can still see it's roaring. You can see, you know, there's some right there. You can see it.
Now the southbound traffic's starting to come to a standstill back there. He's trying to back up to go back and hit the roundabout.
Right. Yeah, they currently don't have officers in place to kind of kick people onto this service road that goes in front of White Castle and Shell and Racks right here. So we're starting to back up here on the southbound side now too. So this will probably, southbound side will be at least down to 1 lane probably for a while after this fire, just to for cleanup purposes and such. This will take a while to clean up. This isn't something that cleans up quickly. No, Wendy, nobody was hurt. The semi driver is able to unhook his trailer and get away from the trailer. Unhook his truck from the trailer. Right, Jason? Hey, can you tell me, Jason, you know, what it takes to, like, drop the load like that? I mean, you can see that the legs are down.
Get out there and wind it down with a crank handle.
Right, they might have been setting down. I've seen some of them that actually sit and they're setting down. And like unhooking hoses and dropping the fifth wheel. Can you tell me what that looks like for a truck driver? You know, how much time does that take? Because could you imagine looking in your rear view and seeing this thing on fire and then pulling over and having to unhook? What we got for early information now, and that's information that we got on the scene, and we're not, you know, we're not investigators, but what we were told was that when Steve got here, the fire was closer to the front. He couldn't see any fire in the back, but that doesn't mean the back wasn't on fire. But he seen most of the fire was in the front of the trailer when he got here on scene, and he was here on scene before the fire department was. He happens to live fairly close to this area, so he was able to get here fairly quick.
Which is how I also made it to the dumpster fire so quickly, by the way. I just want to clarify that for everybody that thinks I'm setting these fires.
What's the name on the truck? We haven't got that information yet. It's parked right over here, so we haven't got that information yet. We will put out a report tomorrow.
We do know that it was a Staples trailer.
Yeah, it was a Staples trailer, huh?
Before it disappeared and started to melt down, I got to read the word Staples on it. So I do know it was a Staples trailer.
Can you interview the driver? Maybe. I'll go over there and see him, but I won't do it on live because he might be not in the mood to talk, you know? So
the entire night just got ruined, so.
Right, so I will wait on that one for a little while. Oh, look, Tana's watching. Hi, Tana.
Tana from... Oh, hey. How you doing?
Brian, I'm not going to do that on live because he might be pretty testy. And, you know, he might not want to be interviewed. So I don't want to do that live. I'd rather be respectful. You know, he's probably going through quite a bit right now. He's probably in a little bit of shock from what probably transpired here about 20 minutes ago for him. So. She's cold out here. She's about 15 degrees or so.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The truck, we don't, Tanya, we don't know who the truck company is yet. It doesn't actually look like a brand name truck driving like Swift or anything like that.
Not one of the big corporate.
It might even be an over-the-road driver. So I know that they were hauling Staples. That's the name of the trailer, was a Staples trailer. So, which makes it weird too, because they wouldn't have a reefer, you know, and most of the time it's the reefer that catches, you know.
This could have been the brakes, could have been the tire. I mean, anything. You know, those tires, you see what they call gators along the highway all the time. You know, the big pieces of rubber tire. If those get caught up in the brakes, that could be possibly what may have started it. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll get a report on that from the Pickaway Sheriff's Office.
But the fire is rekindling up there in the nose of the
yeah, it
trailer
is.
again, too.
Yeah, you can see it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more because that fire is rekindling again.
You see it through the smoke.
You can see it right there. She's boiling pretty hot right there. You can see it rolling. So whatever's in there, and like Steve said, it said Staples on the side of it, so you can kind of guess that you know, it was kind of office supply, you know, a possibility. We're just guessing here. So if it's paper and whatnot, I'm sure that could probably burn for a while. The good thing, Logan Elm Village, is the smoke has kind of dissipated some. So, but it looks like it's kicking back up right now, so close your windows. Yes, Cindy, this is in Circleville. This is 23 southbound in front of Logan Elm Village, just south of Circleville.
Got more backup showing up.
No. Where are they coming from?
Right there.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, somebody else has come in. It looks like a tanker truck. So, you know, they don't. There's no. I don't know if there's a hydrant here or not. There's got to be a hydrant.
I'm sure there is.
So, but there's got. It looks like a tanker truck just pulled up. Jeffrey, can you tell me, can you type out, you know, what it would look like for a trucker like you to unhook a fifth wheel on a trailer that's on fire like that? Like, what does it take? What are the steps? You know, if you're driving down the road and you see your trailer on fire and you pull over and you got to get your truck off of your trailer, what does that look like? What's the steps does that take? Can you tell us that?
Hey,
No, there's one semi here.
They're hooking up to the fire hydrant right over there. You see them unrolling the hose.
Yeah, they're hooking up to there's a hydrant right over here. I thought so. Being in a business district, I think they have to have several hydrants available. Yeah, it's cold out here for a fire department. Even with those suits on and stuff, it's cold. As you can see, they're trying to dose that fire down a little bit more.
I've also heard that they've called in for the salt truck out in this area too for all the moisture.
I'm gonna take some pictures.
For all the moisture that's going to be from the water and stuff that they've doused this trailer with, they're going to have to put some salt down out here to keep the road from freezing like an ice rink.
Oh, right. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I heard that just about 5 minutes ago that they were requesting for DOT to bring some salt out here to put on this area of the highway. Keep this water from freezing.
So now it looks like they're digging through that product, trying to get all that fire out.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
that's got to take some manpower.
Because a lot of that stuff melted with the trailer. You know, they've got melted aluminum and stuff in there for the sides of that trailer. I mean, you can't really see it through the lens right now. But that trailer it melted.
Okay, I got a picture of the trailer. You're good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need an episode of Ice Road Truckers here on 23. This is a bad enough catastrophe. Yes, it's okay. All right, Nicholas, thank you. Appreciate that. And again, these stretches of highway here are shut down right at Logan Elm Village, 23 South. I mean, you're not going to see much back over the hill back here, but it's probably backed up 23 South for quite a ways, or 23 North. The southbound side is starting to pick up quite a bit of traffic. I'll spin around here. You can see back towards Circleville there, north in the southbound lanes, a lot of semis are setting with their four-ways on. So the traffic's going to be kind of sketchy through here for quite some time until they get this mess cleaned up. This trailer's still really hot. Still a lot of hot spots and fires that are popping up on these firefighters to put out. I don't know. I hope it's not too cold, Linda, because it's going to be slick. They put a lot of water on this fire when they first showed up here, and I can see it now from my angle. It looks like there's a lot of ice out there, and I hope these firefighters are wearing their sticky boots. No, nobody was injured in this, thank goodness. Truck driver was able to pull away and park out of the way, and his tractor's safe, didn't get any damage. Of course, can't say the same for his trailer. Yeah, Misty, everybody's okay. A little cold out here with all the snowflakes and the temperatures. But so far there's nobody injured. No firefighters have been injured. Truck driver's okay. 23 traffic, however, is going to be a mess for a little while. Hopefully they'll have some of this cleaned up by the time we get rush hour in the morning. People will be able to get to work without any kind of issues. Josh, not really sure what trucking company it is. Maybe an owner-operator. It's not one of the big corporate type of trucks you see every day, all day on the highways. It's a white semi-truck. Very small lettering on it, so I'm not really sure from where I'm at. It's down the street. I didn't want to catch it on fire. Staples. It was a Staples trailer. We can only assume that the trailer contained office supplies, possibly. Fletcher's better bring a tow truck, a bobcat, the jaws of life, sawzalls, and everything else, because this is going to be a mess to get this off the road. A lot of debris around this trailer. A lot of debris. And right there, you see that right there? That's the rear end axles of that trailer. There's nothing left but just the metal. Still pretty hot. A lot of smoke, stuff coming out of that trailer still. Can't really see any flames at this point. But there's plenty of support out here to put it out and make sure it doesn't get any worse than what it was. Several fire departments on the scene. Okay, so this trailer isn't really in, it's on the southbound side, but it's not in one of the drive lanes. The driver was actually able to make it to the turn lane right here at this intersection at White Castle and Logan Elm Village. So he was able to actually pull his trailer into the turn lane, unhook his tractor, and pull over to safety away from the massive fire that took place. So when they do start getting this all cleaned up, I'm going to guess that traffic will probably still be able to go south. It'll be restricted though. definitely be restricted for a little while anyways. Depends on how good Fletcher's is. Does Fletcher's got some pretty good talent over at Fletcher's?
I don't know if
I'm not,
be able to handle this
I'm
one.
not sure. It's a big job for Fletcher's.
How's your hands? Take
Oh, they're freezing, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
Let me know. The van's running too, so you can get in there and warm up for a second.
There you hear the big power saws kicking on. They're starting to cut up the parts of this trailer so they can get to them hot spots. That's a big, huge metal saw. There he goes, right through the side of that trailer. Now that's something you don't see every day, folks, right there. Making their way right to the hot spot so they can get this thing extinguished all the way. And that's a big saw. Tell me these firefighters aren't worth their weight in gold. Imagine how heavy that saw is, and he's holding it up above his head, cutting through that metal trailer. Matt, we are on 23 in Circleville at Logan Elm Village and the intersection by the Shell gas station right here. So we're just north of Tarleton Road and just south of Walmart. So on the southbound side of 23. And I apologize for the loudness. I have moved a little closer since it's safer for me to do so. But I wanted you guys to kind of see some of the work that's going on. Basically what they're trying to do now is they're trying to cut their way into the front of this trailer. You can see where all the smoke and steam is coming from up there. Those are hot spots where a lot of that product inside of there is burnt down, and there's still very hot materials inside there that could rekindle and catch back on fire. So they're trying to cut the side of this trailer to get underneath to extinguish some of that. I don't think these trailers are made of steel. Not the way this one melted anyways. It was like hot butter when those flames hit it. That trailer just started falling. You see the red of the trailer, and then above that the black, that's actually the walls of the trailer that folded down as it was melting. It looked like a canopy. But again, you know, these firefighters out here, they're against the elements. You know, it's cold. That equipment's not easy to handle. And they're trying to get to those hot spots to put them out.
Yeah, you wanna talk on the camera?
He don't want to talk on the camera.
Give me some info.
Got water truck. picked this load up in London, Ohio, was heading to West Virginia with it. He said he cut down through here and he heard something pop. And he got out, saw the back end was on fire, and the truck got out of the way.
Yeah, that's quite the thing.
So I'm not sure that I'm standing close enough to the sheriff standing back here, but he said it was a Warner truck and Staples trailer. So he came out of London, where he picked the trailer up and was headed this way. When he heard something pop, he pulled over to check it out and realized his trailer was on fire.
How long do you think something like this would take to clean up?
I don't know how they're going to do it.
Right. I don't think so.
I don't know if they can put the drag it, hold it together.
It is 12:30, 1 o'clock at night, so
Yeah.
they got some time.
Good.
You guys called for a salt truck to salt this.
I don't think the deputy's going to answer that question today, Eric, if I had to guess. No, it's not a Schneider. It was actually a Warner driver with a Staples trailer. So we're on 23 South, Circleville, and we're watching the hard-working men, the firefighters here, trying to cut through the side of this Staples trailer so that they can get to the hot spot, try to get some of this fire put out. No, we don't know the driver's name. All we know is he picked this load up out of London, Ohio, headed south. When he got here in Circleville, he said, look here, there's the flames right above those firefighters' heads. And that's probably where they're cutting through that trailer, and those embers are getting that oxygen, and it's starting to flare back up again pretty good. They didn't tell us what security company that is, but it was pretty nice of them to stop by and block that northbound traffic for everybody. Because out here on the northbound side, there was 2 semi-trailer tires that blew off this trailer on fire and were laying out in the road for quite some time. See there, you look, right there's where he just cut that hole. And now the flames are, the oxygen, the air's hitting those embers, and it's starting to get right back up there again.
So the tool that they're using, if you see that they just stuck something inside the fire there, it's called a wall tool. And it's called, I don't know exactly what it's called, but they use it, they punch it through the wall, and it will spray like a sprinkler inside the wall. It's really neat. So that's what they're doing right now, is they made a hole there, then they just stuck that sucker in there, and they're just giving it water in there. So it's pretty neat little device that they have. So I just talked to the Pickaway County Sheriff deputy that's out here, and he said that the semi driver came out of London, Ohio, and picked this load up in London, Ohio, and he was headed to West Virginia. So he told me that he was just driving down the road, and the truck driver said he heard some popping, and he looked in the back, and sure enough, he was on fire. And he pulled over, and he had the ability to still unhook and get away from it.
Hey, I tried that whole zooming in thing, flipped that camera right around on my ugly self again.
So that's the story there, that he just was driving down the road and heard some popping. The sheriff said that he was out in AMVET's area. He was sitting there because it's been a quiet night for the sheriff department and the police department tonight, and the fire department. And he said that he even heard the popping. So there was several people that heard the explosion. So the driver doesn't know what. So you can see right now. You can see I'm hammering that tool, and it's a tool that has like holes on the end of it, so it sprays like a sprinkler. But it hooks to a fire hose. So they use that when they put it inside walls and stuff, inside homes. If you have fire inside of a wall. So, and again, this is probably a perfect situation for it also. So they're able to hammer it into that product and soak that product up. So, but going back, the driver doesn't know what the product was inside the trailer. He just picked it up. He picked it up less than 40 miles away from here.
Them flames shooting back up through the top here again.
So that's a pretty cool tool, though, the way that works. You can see that they can hammer it on the back end just to drive it, because it's got like a little bit of a point on the end. But at the end of that point, and through that little shaft at the very front of it, it's got holes. So when it gets in there and it gets powered by water, it just sprays in all different directions. So this is, what time is it now, Steve? Oh, you don't have a phone, do you? It's 1 o'clock, so this came in about midnight, right? So this has been burning for an hour now. It doesn't tell us. Right, it's cold. So another thing that the sheriff told me was that they will have salt trucks out here putting salt on these roads too, because of course you put all this water on this road and it's cold conditions out here. It's about 15 degrees, and so that creates ice. So of course with ice, it gets slippery and such. So they're salting her down a little bit, and after this, so between that and he told me the name of the trucking company. It's not the locals. It's somebody out of Columbus that handles these kind of trailers. So they'll be here. Probably it'd take them an hour to get here. He said maybe a little bit less than that. So they're on the way now. So it'll take a little bit of time to get that done. So hopefully, I heard another pop in there because it's starting to roar again. So it'll be cleanup time and stuff. This hopefully will be gone by tomorrow morning, but it'll be all night probably cleaning at this to get this out of here.
They've got the southbound side cleaned up now. As far as the traffic that was backed up, they've rerouted them back down this side road. So if you are headed southbound, you're able to get through here temporarily. And it'll possibly be that way all night and until the morning, where you'll just have to go around the little side road in front of the White Castle and stuff to get around this mess.
Yeah, this is 23 South, in front of just south of Circleville, right in front of Logan Elm Village, in front of the White Castle area and the Racks area. Oh, yeah, I'm hearing some popping going on now inside there again. She's starting to roar again.
They've got some flames right here in the lower part as well. got one or two other.
Nate, the people, I don't know if Clear Creek's here or not. I don't think I've seen them. I know Harrison Fire is here. I know that Circleville Fire is here, and Pickaway Fire is here. So
that little truck was Clear Creek. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe Clear Creek's here, but I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. So we'll get that list and put that out in a story tomorrow. Yeah, she's starting to liven up again. Like I said, I'll go over the story again. According to the Pickaway County Sheriff, he said to me that the driver picked this Staples trailer up in London, Ohio, just a couple of hours ago. It was just a... I gotcha. Yeah, there's a salt truck. He was driving it to West Virginia. That's where this haul was going. And he was driving along, and he heard a big pop. And he looked in his rearview mirror, and he could see that his trailer was on fire. So he immediately pulled it over in the safe place that he did. And he unhooked his truck from the trailer and pulled it out. So saving his company's truck, and getting himself out of danger at the same time. It's pretty neat. Want me to zoom out? I can zoom out a little bit here. You can kind of see what's going on. So according to the sheriff, it takes a special trucking company, hauling company to get this. I think it's called Etzel's. I think that's what he told me, out of Columbus. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So
They got the big, large.
Nick, I do need hand warmers, buddy. I do have my hands in my pockets. It's cold out here. It's 15 degrees. There's a little bit of a breeze. This fire is not warming my hands up at all.
And the northbound traffic is moving.
Oh, okay. So they've let the northbound traffic move now that they got the tires out. That the tires exploded off this trailer, and they went into the northbound lane of 23. So that shut down and they were on fire for quite a bit of time, and they finally cleaned them up and got that moving too. Yeah, Etzel's. Thank you, Brenda. Is that how you say it? So ODOT's on the scene now also, and they're here to salt the road and put that down after the situation here. But it'll probably be a while before this road is opened up. So. But they have been rerouting the southbound lane into the service road over here that goes beyond White Castle and the gas station. So you can get around if you're going southbound right now, but yeah, they probably called them down there for just manpower. You can imagine, digging at this, whatever product is in the back of this truck and digging at it. I mean, they've been digging at it for an hour now. They got the air packs on, they got the hoses on, they're dragging around. It takes a lot of effort.
And now they're actually inside the remaining part of the trailer now, fighting the fire from within.
So like I said, it was a Staples trailer. So you could guess that it could have been pallets of paper. So paper's probably not something that goes out really easy when it's in bricks. You can imagine, once it gets started, that's gonna take a while. It definitely doesn't have a heavy smell, whatever it is.
At least not from where we're at.
Right.
We're kind of downwind.
Yeah, look at that cloud. Still kicking up a good cloud there. So Logan Elm Village, you'll probably be getting a little bit more again because it's on fire again, so it's rolling a bit. Truck is warmed up. Oh, look at that. You see that, guys? That front of that nose is starting to cave in. I just heard a big old thump. That nose just kind of dropped down.
Yeah, they've got it stuffed full of water, and how hot it was.
Right.
The aluminum
just melts. The aluminum is stuck to the ground now. Do you think that? It could be. I don't know. Oh yeah, that nose just keeps dropping now. We're gonna see that nose drop. Watch that nose, guys. Yeah. Nose keeps dropping every so often. I keep seeing that nose drop a little bit further. Yeah. I can see it
on the ground here in just a second.
You can see it. I can hear it making noise.
It's where they've cut the side of that trailer right there. It's weak and it's starting to fold.
It's alright, we can switch in a minute. There it goes. That doesn't scare the poop out of you. Tiff, I don't know if it'll actually melt to the ground or not. I have no clue on that.
Well, the belly of the trailer is already melted on the ground.
I know a majority of the trailer is actually sitting on the ground now. There is no tires.
You look at the crash bar, which is in the back below the doors, and it's actually on the ground. It's on the pavement. Of course, all the tires are gone.
Right.
2 of them are over there.
So I'm looking at these guys while they're digging through this product and stuff. It looks like there's some sort of, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a CD holder.
That's why I said it's office supplies, so it could be a number of things. Could be computers or anything.
So I'm using that tool right now. That's why you're seeing that spray. I'm using that tool that they have. Oh, sorry guys. That tool is still hooked up right in there, and they just powered it on. That's why you see all that smoke and stuff kicking out. So the battery life on this phone is getting pretty close to dead. Once it gets dead, we'll continue to go live. What I'll do is I'll switch over to another camera, and we'll come back out. So
look at that. Kicking the fire to the mud puddle.
Right, it worked. So if we do go offline for a minute, just give us a second and we'll come back online. to follow this more. So, oh yeah, we're not warm, Tyler. It's cold. We're not warm at all.
No.
No, there's no warm here.
I think my beard's got icicles in it.
Yeah, you can go sit in the truck if you want to.
No, I'm not a sissy.
Well, I ran it for you. You can go shut it off then. You're not going to sit in it. Cuddle Steve? I'm not cuddling Steve. Steve is not the cuddling guy. It'd be like, I don't know. Maybe if he dies out here, I'll cut his stomach open and climb inside of him and stay warm, right? That doesn't work, buddy. Ooh, the keys warm.
It's warm in there.
I think we should go live again.
Cuddle.
That's what he said, cuddle Steve.
Well, come on over, Tyler.
Jennifer, this is at 23 South in front of Logan Elm Village, just south of Circleville, in front of where the White Castle and the racks and stuff is. That's where this is at. All right, guys, we're gonna switch over cameras now. And if you want to join us on the live on the next stream, we'll be up in probably a couple of minutes. So join us on the next stream. We'll go live here in a minute. Thanks, guys.